Hi, I'm Melanie from Parenting High Schoolers, and I'm here today to talk about the FAFSA. I've done a couple of other FAFSA videos that are great, but if I had to choose one, as I watched the other two, I thought, you know what, I'm going to sum up like the most important things that I think that you need to have when you fill out the FAFSA. And then I highly suggest that you go ahead and watch the other two videos, and I'll put the links down below for the most information that you can get about the FAFSA. And there is a lot. Listen a little bit at a time. Large task. Just break it down. And the FAFSA really sounds scary, but I'm here to say that it is not. So again, I'm Melanie from Parenting High Schoolers, and I try to hop on every Saturday. I've taken a few weeks off with a big move. I'm back on. So have a listen to what you need when you fill out the FAFSA. So I'm going to be looking at my list. So first of all, you want to have all your documents ready, as in right next to you, so that once you start this process, you can just finish it. But if you cannot finish it, you can save each section. And if you need to log off and log back on, that's the great thing I will say about FAFSA is they'll save it. So then you can just hop back on and start wherever you finished off last time. So the first thing you'll need is social security numbers for both parents and the child. I'm going to sort of talk about this as if the parent is filling it out, but I'm here to say that each of you, mom, dad, child, you will need to have a FAFSA or a FSA ID. And so you will set that up at fsaid.ed.gov. Again, that's fsaid.ed.gov. And so go there now, as soon as you see this video, and go ahead and set it up, because it takes 1 to 3 days to get that ID sent back to you and confirmed. And you'll have to confirm it on your phone and on your email. I just did it for my third son, who is just now 18 and a senior. So this is all very current information. All right, so set up the ID. Then when you are ready to sit down and do it, which FAFSA opens on October 1st, I suggest you start filling it out at about October 1st, but not submit it for a couple weeks, because the site will crash. There will be glitches. It happens every year. It's okay. Submit it by the end of October. I think that's a reasonable goal. And I explain why in my other two videos, so I'm not going to get into that here. So driver's license for all three, mom, dad, child. If you all are from another country, you will need to have the alien registration number. All of those articles of identification. Then the parents will need their income tax returns, W-2s, and 1040s. And if your child has worked, held a job, gotten paid, they will need their income tax returns and W-2s. So have all that next to you. Okay, so then bank statements and records of investments. If you all have money put somewhere, they're going to ask for different categories of different things. So any investment that you have, go ahead and have that next to you. Finally, the codes for the schools that your child wants to attend. Now, let's say your son or daughter does not know where they want to go. They may have some ideas. You might put in, I think you can do up to 4 codes. When we filled this out for my son, he had applied to 6 colleges, but he already sort of knew 2 that he was going to eliminate. So he put in the other 4 that you can change it later. You can update the information later. So it's not a problem if you don't know of any of them yet. Just fill out the FAFSA. Another thing you can do while you're waiting for October 1st is to fill out the FAFSA for the number, FAFSA for Caster, C-A-S-T-E-R. It's within the FAFSA website, and it gives you an estimate of what that number is going to be, which is the EFC. Again, I talk about that in my other 2 videos. So go there to find out about what that is. So I was going to go back and say this. If you have a spouse or you are divorced, you still need the parent of the child. You need all the information. The government just says we need it. So be sure that each of you sets up an account. Your child sets up an account. And I did it this morning. Where did I put it? I wrote down everything. You're going to be creating a key. They're going to ask you security questions. Just start a sheet of paper for now. You can always save it in a document later. But as I was doing each thing, I wrote down the username, the ID, the password, the key number, the question, the answers to the questions. I will go back and create a document later, but you want to have all of that at your fingertips every single time. And the more you have when you get started, oh, here it is, it's right here. username, email, password, questions, backup code. You'll need to write that down too somewhere safe. So just be prepared and do it a little bit at a time, and don't submit it before sort of mid-October. And if you have any questions, put them down below and I would be happy to answer them for you. I'm not an expert, but if I don't know the answer, I will look it up for you. So thumbs up and smash that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you here next Saturday. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.